how many years have we been waiting for this project? Yes, Joyce, I know, too long. Wow, 10 years. No lah, we got 10 years. Don't have. How many years have you been waiting for this particular project? Anybody have any idea or not? 1 year only? Huh? No lah. Okay, guys, you got to click the button. All hosts, you got to click to send to, you got to click send to everyone, yeah? Okay, you got to click send to everyone, yeah? So the question is, how many years have we been waiting for this project? 5, 3, long enough, 2, 3 years, yeah? How many people can tell me, right? This was an en bloc. Okay, I give you a hint. Okay, this was an en bloc piece of land. In which year did this en bloc in? Did you all know? Does anybody have any idea? Wow, 2019, 2018. Katong Park Towers, yes. Wow, hey, wow, who give away my answer to the question? The next question I have, Katong Park Towers. Okay, so this was an en bloc. Okay, Bukit Sembawang, the developer, bought this land in 2018. Am I right? 2018. So I have been waiting 4 long years, guys. 4 years I've been waiting for this plot. Okay. Finally, the time has come. Bukit Sembawang is going to launch this plot shortly. For my part of the introductory brief, I'm just going to give you an idea on the location and the product itself. And the second half of the briefing will be conducted by Anson. He's going to be doing more of the technical part of things, you know, the technical specs, a bit of price matrix, you know, possible pricings and so on, and the Q&A will be the end. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to kick off this session. Again, feel free to use the chat box if there any feedback for technical or any questions as well. We'll try to get back to you. And on behalf of the LIV and MB leadership team, warm welcome to the first introductory briefing. Okay, so pushing on, let's move. Okay, LIV at MB. You know when a property, the condo name tell you live at something or the address, right? It really means the address matters. It really means something. Okay, otherwise, right, if it's not super prime, they will never ever put the address in the name. So this is LIV at Mountbatten. All right, I just want to drive that point home. LIV at Mountbatten. All right, so pushing on. Okay, you see this location map. So what's so special about this location map? Okay, I just want to draw your attention to maybe the right hand side of the map. When you look at the right hand side of the map, right, you think this map is like very empty. Do you see anything or not? You just see a lot of road names or that. You don't see buildings. You don't see any like you know, when you have condo names or all that. If you look towards the south or the bottom of the map, you will see Mayor Road, and you see there's a lot of condos over there. But if I look at where our square box is in the dead center of the map and towards the right of it, right, you do not see any names. You just see green and road names only. You don't see any. It's very empty map. Okay, it's a very empty map. I'm going to bring you to the next point and show you why this map is so important. Okay, so look at this. This is actually a URA map. Okay, this is actually the landed housing area map. Now, if I draw your attention to the yellow box in the map, that is where LIV at Mountbatten is. Okay, and everything else on the right, you see the whole thing over there is landed housing area. And the plot ratio, you can only build 2.5 story, 2 plus attic. Okay, so but what's so special? There are a lot of landed housing areas, right? This area, right, if you see in the middle, okay, there's this road called Crescent Road. If you're a D15 person, you know where Crescent Road is. Everything to the east of Crescent Road is semi-D and D. Semi-detached and bungalow only. There is no like next story landed. No, there isn't. Everything on the west, which is closer to where we are on the west of Crescent Road, guys, is only 2-story bungalows. Okay, I just want to highlight 2-story bungalows. If you talk about District 15, plenty of District 15 okay, plenty of areas around District 15, plenty of landed as well. But this is the pinnacle. This is the prime 15. All right, prime 15. As I go along, right, and share with you why I'm so excited about this particular project, this particular plot of land, you will see why this is prime 15. Okay, so what does 2-story bungalow mean? It means ultra low density. Okay, ultra low density. You don't have an apartment, you know, or like a 4.5 story house popping up next to you. It just means ultra low density. All right, just remember that. Tranquility, ultra low density. We are in the middle of that. Okay, so pushing on. Okay, so this is an overview of District 15. All right, if you see towards the left, you will see MBS, Gardens by the Bay. Right smack in the middle, you will see Tanjong. Okay, Tanjong is a nice area, but we all know that to enter Tanjong, you need to go in via one entrance and do and come all the way back. Okay, so some people are put off by the Tanjong entrance in and out. when you exit either Fort Road or Tanjong Katong Road, right, the access points are different. It is much easier. I don't want to talk so much about other areas, but I want to focus on why our location attribute is so strong. All right, and we are not really east actually. We like to call it East Coast, but when you talk about Mountbatten, we are south-southeast. Okay, we are south-southeast. I just want to highlight. Actually, maybe even south-south-southeast. All right, so pushing on, we will see some aerial views. Okay, so what's encircled, right, is actually the old photo of Katong Park Towers. As we all know, Katong Park Towers is, en bloc. Okay, Bukit Sabang purchased this particular development via en bloc, and now we are developing it at LIV MB. All right, so even just in this photo alone, right, we can see the amount of greenery that's actually surrounding this area. Okay, so I don't want to go too much in the layout of the development or site plans, but I guarantee you there are open spaces in front of your plot. Open spaces you can see. We are not a clustered development. We are very, very open. All right, so this is the views towards the city. Okay, so another example, the next page we'll see the aerial views of towards Mountbatten Landed Estate. Now, why you see all that smack of orange roofs over there, those are the Landed Housing Act that we see. Okay, this is not like a reserve site or anything. These are freehold bungalows that will be there in perpetuity. That is the meaning of freehold. All right, so some of our units, right, will capture this expansive view of D15, of just unblocked, and they're not like coming up and like not uniform and all that. They are all only 2.5 stories. Okay, why? Governed by the Landed Housing Act. Everything you see here is governed by the Act. Plus points, again, low density. All right, so when we talk about 2-story bungalows, it means low density. I'm going to keep driving this point home because that's one of the biggest USPs for this particular development. Expansive landed views and ultra low density, tranquility. All right, so pushing on. Okay, so you will see, this is where we are at when we take a photo macro from East Coast Park. You'll see the belt of East Coast coming down, okay? So just to show you an idea of where the location is, we are accessible to the park, but we don't have any of the downsides of the expressway facing, all right? Okay, so why this is important? Why this is important? I just want to spend some time on this slide over here and draw some attention. Why? Okay, first thing, we are LIV at Mountbatten, okay? We are not LIV at Amber, we are not LIV at Mayor, we are not, okay? We are LIV at Mountbatten, all right? When you think of Amber Road, okay, you think of condos, okay? A bit, maybe it's a bit clustered, it's a bit more tight, it's a bit more dense over there. That's Amber for you, okay? When you think of Mayor Road, you would think of like, oh, okay, maybe some sea view condos along that stretch. When you think of Mountbatten, right, you don't think of condos, you think of landed enclaves. Okay, to give you an example, District 15, District 15. If we talk about District 15, if I talk to you about Marine Parade or Marine Terrace, you think of HDB flats. If I talk to you about Opera Estate, Siglap, you think of maybe mixed landed zone. Okay, if I talk to you about Frankel Damba, it's a bit different. Okay, you think about semi-D and D, bigger bungalows, bigger houses over there. When you talk about Mountbatten, what is the effect of Mountbatten? Okay, what is the effect of Mountbatten? Let me push on and show you. Okay, Mountbatten, right, has that old laid-back elegant charm. All right, it was previously known as Millionaires Row, and there are a lot of conservation houses, conservation bungalows over here in Mountbatten area. A bit of the namesake, it was named after the Supreme and Allied Commander in Southeast Asia. I think he was here during World War II or after that during the Japanese surrender. And that's Lord Louis Mountbatten, and that's what Mountbatten Road is named after. But when you think of Mountbatten Road, okay, again, different parts of D15 evokes different kind of feelings, okay? You will think of different things. But when you say Mountbatten, you only think of Ang Mo Tzu and the big one, okay? The big one. It's not like Telok Kurau is a different type of landed, Opera Estate is a different type of landed, Frankel Damba itself is a different type of landed, but Mountbatten is on another tier, ladies and gentlemen. This is on another tier, all right? So pushing on, let me show you some old laid-back elegant charm of Mountbatten, just to give you some ideas of what Mountbatten is about. Okay, so these are all conservation houses, bungalows. This is what you will see along the road. Okay, one trick, if you want to take all these houses, right, when you take bus, right, take a double-decker bus that goes along Mountbatten Road. You will get to admire all these architectures along the way. All right, if you want to take a peek in, because at road level is a bit harder to see. This is what Mountbatten is about. That is why at the start we already mentioned LIV at Mountbatten. Okay, the address is there because the address matters. All right, so pushing on, share with you a bit about the area in terms of the schools. Okay, so again, when you think of Mountbatten, right, you think of all the Eton House, the Odyssey, the Montessori, and all the schoolhouses and all that. Why? It's because a lot of these international schoolhouses and preschools, they use large bungalows for their for educational premises. And Mountbatten, or this area where we're at, is surrounded by these things. Okay, primary schools wise, Kong Hwa, Tanjong Primary, all within 1-2 kilometers. Dunman is about 2 kilometers. All right, secondary schools, Zhongzhen, Zhongxiao, Chongqing High School, Main, TTSS, TTGS, all there as well. We have Victoria Junior College, Temasek Junior College. I think Dunman High School is also an integrated program that brings you all the way from secondary school all the way until you finish your IB or A levels as well. So plenty of good schools in the area within a 5-10 minute drive away. Okay. So within walking distance, you can see some schools. We have circled out over here in the map. So the square rectangle you see smack in the center, that's LIV MB. And then all the other circles around there are representative of educational institutions. Okay. Pushing on, I will show you something to do with a park connector and cycling trail. Okay, so where LIV MB is. Nowadays, right, COVID has changed the world. Okay, we are in a different phase nowadays. And the live, work, play kind of effect is super important. Our location is not only central in the south-southeast, close to CBD, but it also has access to a lot of parks and park connectors. Okay, and this eastern, what they call eastern coastal loop, brings us all the way to the Changi region and back. All right, so it is something that I guess people love exercise nowadays, and this matters to a lot of people, especially from in terms of livability. All right, so next I'll show you another set of park connectors and cycling routes. Okay, so these are the corridors that are all around, and again, it's about the live, work, play kind of effect, and LIV MB is at the center of it all. A lot of access to all these areas. Okay. And park connector wise, okay, so we obviously have access to Kallang Alive Loop, iconic circular walking and circular loop. Very near us. I think it's probably 5-10 minute drive away. For again, Mountbatten is, we are southeast. We are super near the stadium, Kallang Stadium as well. Okay, pushing on. Okay, shopping and amenities. Guys, can you help me out over here? Parkway Parade. Obviously, that's the main mall that's near LIV and Mountbatten, right? Can you name me all the banks that are BANKS banks that are at Parkway Parade? Can you help me out with this? Using the chat box, you just click send to everyone. And can you tell me which banks are at Parkway Parade now, guys? You open the chat box, help me out. Tell me what? Yes, I know DBS is there. HSBC, SCB, Maybank, Citibank, Stan Chart, DBS, UOB. James, finally. Wow, James, this guy, the smartest man. All banks. All banks, yes, okay. So that's it. Parkway Parade is a financial hub of the East, okay? Almost all the major banks you can find in Marine Parade Central. Okay, Parkway Parade and Marine Parade Central. You will find virtually all banks there, okay? Privileged banking treasures as well, everything, all right? My point here to you is Parkway Parade is a financial hub, all right? And if you're talking about in terms of shopping and amenities, you have Kallang Wave Mall, you have I-12, you have entire the Joo-Chiat Belt. Mountbatten has easy access to all these areas. And on top of that, right, we have a secret weapon coming up. Okay, pushing on to the next page. Ta-da! Here's a secret weapon, okay? The Thompson East Coast Line. All right, it's under construction now, but it's probably within less than 400 meters, I think 350 meters approximately from LIV MB to the Katong Park station. All right, so this is a super line, all right? I mean, it goes all the way, from Cattle Court, Stevens Road, Orchard Boulevard, Marina Bay, and the entire East Coast belt. Previously, if you live in the East, you do not have access to any trains. The only line available is the green color East-West line. Okay, I think from Bedok, Kembangan, all this. But that train is much older and it's overland. Okay, it's overland. What does that mean? If you have access in District 15, walking distance to the MRT station, previously before the brown line, okay, you will definitely have track noise. Can we agree on this or not? Okay, if you have access to District 15, in District 15 to a walkable part of the MRT station on the green line, you would have track noise. Okay, so this is a brand new $1 billion plus MRT construction with all the latest gadgets and all that, with wonderful stations that stretch all the way potentially to Changi Airport, and potentially at the other end of it to JB as well. I'm not sure, but possibly. Right now, you can see these are the announced and confirmed stations. Okay, pushing on. I'll show you another transport note about the MRT. Okay, this is like, I don't know lah, like one of the most atas like lines. You go through Orchard Boulevard all the way, landed, Stevens, Napier, okay, going out all the way to Mayflower, Cattle Court, all the way up to Woodlands. This is like, wow, super. If there was an all-star MRT lah, this is it. Okay, this is the line. If there was an all-star MRT, the Thompson East Coast Line is it. Okay, so how are we related to the Thompson East Coast Line? Okay, pushing on. Okay, so we are approximately 350 meters stroll away from the future Katong Park station. Okay, 4 minutes according to the Google Map, but developers' website, if I'm not wrong, they put 3 minutes. So I guess the discrepancy is dependent on the length of your legs. If you got longer legs, then faster. Okay, that is how near it is. Okay, that is how near LIV MB is to this. Just now, somebody mentioned almost all banks. Okay, a lot of you guys contributed and shared that Parkway Parade is almost all banks is there. Okay, so it's a shopping center, and on top of all banks being there, Parkway Parade has Parkway Center, which is like a tuition hub, education hub of the East. Okay, so your kid, I guess, could literally walk to, or you yourself could literally walk to Katong Park MRT, just 350 meters away, and hop into a train sheltered all the way to Parkway Parade if you want to. The other direction also would be head to MBS or Orchard Boulevard, really near as well. Okay, so that's MRT. Pushing on, let's take a look at the other key transport nodes. Right, okay, come on, Mountbatten, super, isn't it? You come out, you turn left, MCE, ECP, KPE, you come out, you turn right, PIE. I think I don't have to share so much about this, especially, for ERA agents who have been at Mountbatten Square, we know the location, all right? We know the location. You come out, you turn left. Do you know that if you come out from LIV at Mountbatten's location and you turn left, right, you can reach Changi Airport, Changi Airport from LIV at Mountbatten, right, with 0 traffic lights. Okay, that's nasty. Okay? You can go to Changi Airport with 0 traffic lights. All right, that is to me that is called, that's something special lah. You can probably go to MBS with minimal traffic lights or none as well. All right, so both directions, east or the west. Okay, just to give you an idea about the location and how important Mountbatten is, how central it is. All right, pushing on. Okay, so I'm going to hit the next tier right now, which is actually about the project overview. Okay, so I know I talk so much about D15, but I really like D15 lah. It really encompasses a lot of things, and it's people feel something when it comes to District 15. Really, people feel something when it comes to 15, and now we are the pinnacle of it. Again, like, yeah. Okay, pushing on. Let me show you this. I'm not sure if everybody has seen this rendering. This is an actual rendering done by developer for LIV at MB. Now take a good look at it. Look at the form and structure of it. It's not just a cookie cutter, couple of towers. There's a lot of texture. There's a lot of lines. You know that when you drive along Mountbatten Road, you are going to see this. You are going to see this. This is an icon, an eye catcher, okay? There will always be demand for this product because people are going to look at this product. It is seen. It is unavoidable. It's not something that's going to buy, sell. You buy, then disappear in the background. It is not. It is going to be an icon, clearly. And why? We are surrounded by what? Landed enclave, 2-story bungalows. Okay, so this product, that's all we have right now. We don't have much more details. In terms of how it looks. Okay, so this is an idea of how it will look like. Again, this is an image rendering done by a developer. So you can see how this stands out, how this really is going to be an eye-catching thing. So as we all know, when we buy and sell, the investment angle of it, we need supply and demand. We need the demand for it. Okay, and one way to get demand is make sure there's eyeballs on your property. Nobody forgets it. It doesn't fade to the background after you buy it. And this is one way of guaranteeing it by making it a superstructure that is extremely eye-catching. All right, pushing on a bit of the site information. Okay, a massive 140,000 square feet. Okay, 140,000 square feet. Why am I talking about this 140,000? 140,000 square feet for almost 298 units. Okay, that is not high density in any shape or form. Okay, 140,000 square feet. I keep repeating. Okay, launch, obviously we're targeting May, so your engine should be started. That's why we are here already. Okay, again, 140,000 square feet. Now, let's go on to the next page. Okay, 80%, 20%. What did I say just now? 140,000 square feet. So, sorry guys, my maths are not very good. But can anybody give me a rough figure of what 80% of 140,000 is? Can you name me or not? Can somebody help me calculate and pump into the chat for us? Do us all a favor, because, sorry, my maths not good. What is 80% of 140,000 square feet? Okay, approximately. Anybody? Okay. almost 110, I think. I think almost 110. Yeah, 112. Okay, 112,000 square feet of nature and recreation there. That is yours to own. No. Okay, that is amazing. When you talk about like structures and building footprints, thanks for getting out your calculators and helping me calculate this. So 80% of 140,000, approximately 112,000 square feet of nature and recreation. That is Bukit Sembawang's commitment to this plot. They made us wait so long for this plot. Finally, they want to launch. They better give us a good product. And from what we see, it looks like an amazing product. It's not just normal. When you come out with 80-20, you think of projects like maybe Principal Garden 80-20. They are so rare to have an 80-20 kind of product. It means 20% building footprint, 80% dedication to nature, recreation, and communal facilities. Okay, that is intensively good, positive use of land. All right, that is how a condo should be. Okay, so I won't touch so much on this. Let me just show you a little bit more of the renderings. Okay, the next page we can see is just a corner of the development. We don't have much yet because we're not done the architect brief per se, but I just want to get your appetite wet to tell you that this is something that cannot be missed. Okay, pushing on, you can see an idea of the 80-20. Okay, so 80-20, you saw the side plan just now, right? 80-20 like that. That means it's a rectangle plot of land, but at the corners are where your towers is. Means you have a very nice private corner in the center, private area in the center for your communal facilities. And this should add up to 112,000, not in this photo alone, but the site usage. So that should give you a semblance of space. Okay, pushing on, you can see some more renderings of this beautiful looking facilities. I think they have something called the Mountbatten lawn, Mountbatten clubhouse, all these areas. We'll go more into detail next. Okay, pushing on, you can just see some of the renderings, beautiful areas. I think this is the Mountbatten clubhouse. Can't remember exactly what it is, but we don't have full details. But just from these images alone, it should be enough for us to get our advertisements up, to reach out to our clients, to get them excited. I mean, how often does a development come out that's 80-20 like that, you know? Okay, pushing on. Okay, more pushing on. All right, so okay, so this is the center, you know, the length of the development. So the facilities are almost the length of the development because at the breadth, the corners are your two towers. Okay, pushing on. And we have a gym area by the pool. Wow, beautiful, really beautiful. Okay, important, this is important. Just now I mentioned almost 80-20, so 112,000 square feet of space, right? On top of, I mean, come on, we can only be in one place at one time. So 298 units, okay? There's that facility deck on the ground floor already that spans such a large amount of space. And then again on the 11th floor, right, we have another Sky Lounge. Okay, this is where your Jacuzzi Lounge is, study lounge, dining lounge, more of the chill kind of areas, okay, is provided for you at level 11. So on the ground floor, we have expansive array of facilities. And then on the 11th floor, we have another set of facilities as well, okay? But let me bring you up a bit higher. Okay, let's go to the 20th floor and take a look. Okay, the rooftop 20th floor. Okay, that is something special, isn't it? If you look at 51, the center of the image, you will see a pool. First time I saw it, I was like, hey, is it just a water feature or not? And then when we studied deeper into it, we realized, oh my, actually it's an infinity pool on the 20th floor, infinity pool of sorts, okay? Wow, can I go to the next photo and show everybody? Wow, take a look at that. The infinity pool is looking towards, if I'm not wrong, looking towards the north, okay, which is looking towards expansive views of the Mountbatten landed enclave. Again, just now we talked about being an icon. Now, not only do you have a nice structure, you got an infinity pool on top of your structure, and it's looking towards the expansive landed views. That is rare to find, okay? And can I go to the next photo? Oh my, look at this. Just take a look at this. You know, in the early 2000s, when Moshi Sati was developing MBS for the infinity pool, right? There wasn't this thing called Instagram, okay? But MBS became super powerful. The infinity pool became super popular, hashtag around the world, right? Because of their infinity pool. And now LIV MB has their own infinity pool. And things like this, right, will draw a lot of people, draw a lot of attention to this. Sometimes when you want to put into resale, people have seen this product before and they've seen it through Instagram and their hashtags. This is another burgeoning new and upcoming investment angle when we pitch to our clients, okay? It's not the main focus, but it's another upcoming angle. Whether your development is well-known enough, the more well-known it is, the more demand there will be, okay? So pushing on, again, on the 20th floor, you will see, I think there's a function room. We don't have the micro details at this point. Again, it's just the developer showboating, showing off how amazing this development actually looks like, okay? And the next one will be a rendering of, I think, a bedroom. It's hard to see because it's all micro right now, so we don't really know what it's like, but from the outlook of it, from the way it looks amazing. Okay, pushing on. Aha, wow. Concierge services dedicated to making your day. Okay, so there is a concierge service at LIV MB. Okay, so you can see the usual concierge provisions, a porter service, umbrella rental. It will be provided free of charge by the developer, I think up until the first annual general meeting. But yeah, you get to enjoy a concierge service. I mean, it's added value, isn't it? It's something extra. Okay, pushing on. Smart home living included as well. Okay, I guess most of the high-end projects nowadays, they do provide this, you know, your carpet recognition system, smart door, all the smart lock, all this, all provided for you as well. Okay, I won't talk so much about these areas. Next, we go on to investment potential. Now, wow, here comes the important part. Okay, cool. District 15. Look at the demand for District 15. These are some of the nearby developments, the newer launches, okay? And just look at the percentages. This is like if your kid go to school and this their report card, right? Wow, pretty good, pretty solid. Okay, almost everything is A star. Okay, Amber Park, Coastline, One Mayor. Again, all these are very different. How many of you here look at Coastline Residences? How many of the our ERA colleagues over here, right, knows Coastline Residences transactions? Because I think it has crossed 3,000 per square foot at Coastline Residences. Does anybody know? Can anybody, any Coastline tagger or any person that has sold Coastline before, can you shout out in the chat and tell me, has Coastline crossed 3,000 per square foot for some of the units over there? Anybody have any idea? Yes, yes, I see some yes. Yes, so Coastline, yes, right, confirm, has crossed more than 3,000 per square foot, okay? Coastline has crossed more than 3,000 plus per square foot. Great project, great development, but people pay because it's freehold and there's sea view. I think that's the biggest attraction. But in front of Coastline, there is a reserve site. I mean, reserve site is a reserve site lah. It's just a reserve site. So maybe nobody knows what a reserve site will be, but it could possibly be you pay 3,000 plus, but your sea view may not be freehold. It could be a freehold property with leasehold sea view. All right. But over here, right, I will view towards the expensive landed areas. The expensive and big landed areas, right, are all just open views of freehold properties that will never move. Okay. So again, over here, it's not LIV at Amber, it's not LIV at Mayor. This is Mountbatten. Mountbatten. Remember Mountbatten. Remember the open spaces in front of you. Remember how there will never be construction in front of you. Never be project construction in front of you. Okay. Never be large project construction in front of you. Don't say landed rebuild lah. Okay, that is the power of Mountbatten. All right. So pushing on. The growth potential of Mountbatten. You see, people like to talk a lot about the Greater Southern Waterfront, but I guess when it's so good, the government doesn't have to sell it. But when you talk about East Coast, right, the Thompson East Coast line coming up is a major upgrade for the entire Eastern Coast. But maybe because D15 is already so prime, they don't want to say anything so much about it. But there is that extra effect when you develop the Thompson East Coast line. There is the Kallang Master Plan, and there's also the Bayshore Precinct, and there's also Changi Airport being developed even further. So in that way, right, there's also a Greater Eastern Waterfront plan, is it not? There is the area also. There is the entire growth potential and the spillover. This area has been the most exciting area, other than 9, 10, maybe 11, right? 15 price trajectory is upwards one. There's only one way it goes, okay? And there's a huge amount of growth potential that's upcoming in this entire area, just from the Kallang Master Plan, and just from the Thompson East Coast line, the rejuvenation and all that. And even if you go down to Bayshore, that also helps our price, okay? The Bayshore going up affects East Coast as well. It also bodes very well for LIV at MB, and so does the Greater Southern Waterfront. If that increases, that develops well, LIV at MB is maybe a 10-15 minute drive from the southern tip of Singapore only, or even less. Okay, next, pushing on. Oh, okay, the elephant in the room. Yeah, okay, why is that elephant in the room? Why? Okay, let's address it straight away, okay, for discussion now, for sharing now. LIV MB is a 9-year property in a freehold enclave. How does that vote? Is it a positive, or can I make it a positive experience? What if I told you that 9-year properties in freehold enclaves do very well? You all believe me or not? Okay, before I go to the next slide, guys, do you all want to know or not? Do 99-year properties do well in freehold enclaves? If you want to know, can I see a yes in the chat, please? Can I see a yes? Before we go on to the next page, I need to find out from you. Do you all want to know? Do 9-year properties do well? Do you all want to know? Yes, 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 yes. Wow, some capital. Yes, I also want to know. Okay, good. Come, let's push on to the next slide. Okay, let me give you an example of freehold versus 99 in District 15. Okay, we compared two projects that were quite close to each other geographically, and that is Csi Residences, a new project, relatively new, and Suites at East Coast, also relatively a new project. Okay, so one thing I will highlight is the Suites at East Coast. From over 10-year, 11-year period actually, the growth rate has been 6.73% for your money, or a growth rate of 0.59% per year. Yeah, that's not very attractive, huh? You put your money 10 years, you get 0.5% per year. Okay, but that is factual. Those are the stats. Csi, for example, from 2017, the first day we launched Csi, wow, it was massive, it was crazy. Okay, no new launch in D15 for so long. Everybody flooded to Csi. You want to buy a one-bedroom, no balcony, you need to buy multiple. I was there literally, so I know. Okay, 2017 to 2022, our growth rate is almost 20%. That is not average per year. Yearly, we grow 3.7% per year, averagely. All right, so you get almost 20% return, a 20% growth rate. That is amazing, guys. Compared with, you juxtapose this for 6.73% over 10-year period. Which one will you choose? 5 years, you can grow 20%, or 10 years, you grow 6%. Sure, it's a different kind of development, apartment versus a condo. I understand that, but at the same time, I just want to highlight freehold versus 99. The product matters. The product matters. The quality of the product matters. The story of the product matters. The visibility of the product matters. Seaside can be seen from a whole range of distances. You drive from ECP up and down, you will see Csi Residences, and it's a beautiful structure, and that is why there's always a lot of demand for Csi Residences as well. Okay, let me show you the next page. Another awesome graph over here, stats over here. Okay, so these are Csi's profitable transactions. One thing you want to show your clients, or one thing I want to tell you guys, okay, why you should reach out to your clients, look at the profit, number one, but look at where it's bought on. It was bought on the first launch, at the first part of the launch in 2017. Okay, look at the profit. It always bought on 2017. Okay, some of the profits, they make $500,000. Wait, for 1,100 square feet, that's a 3-bedder. They make 500K. You know, and here's the important thing. Okay, I saved the next bullet first. Let me push on for this first. I just want to show you Csi's profits first. Okay, so how do other, next please, sorry. Okay, how do other, is that anomaly, or can I compare a apple to apple, a very similar product to a very similar product? Now we're looking at what? Martin Modern versus Martin Place Residences. Okay, Martin Place Residences, the growth from 17 to 22 or 21, for 5 years, the growth is 15%. Okay, you get 15% growth. For Martin Modern, you grow at almost 21%. That's the difference. Why? You must remember also, when you buy a freehold property, your quantum and your cash outlay is more. Okay, your quantum and your cash outlay is more. And then 99, technically your quantum is supposed to be lower as well. And now your growth rate is more. So that means, right, you stretch your dollar for more. You come out less money to earn more. Okay, that's just the theory of freehold versus 99. Okay, now pushing on to this next slide, you see Martin Modern's transactions, the profits. Okay, straight away I see two things that stand up. It's almost, can I use the word? It's almost vulgar. Okay, I can see 2 7-figure profits right there, 2 7-figure capital gains right there, and there's no capital gains tax. Okay, so the argument is, if you had bought Martin Place Residences in 2017, okay, because all these transactions of Martin Modern are 2017. If you had comparatively bought Martin Place Residences, would you have made 1 million plus in profit? That's another question. And even if so, okay, I don't think so lah. Here's the thing, Martin Modern is a new launch. So you buy in 2017, how much down payment you pay? Okay, it's progressive payment. So you come out less money to earn more. You don't have to worry about maintenance of the product. You're not paying property tax. You're not paying MCST. You're paying progressive payment in 2017. And then you cash out this 7-figure profit after that. Compare this to any resale around the area of freehold or whatnot. You are not going to see anywhere near this kind of profit. You got a lot more taxes to pay for. Your property tax is higher also. You got MCST to pay for. You got to maintain your unit. So this transaction here, the profit, this is not just the net profit alone. There's a lot more money you would earn from savings because you bought a new launch, because you bought Martin Modern over one of the older freehold developments in the area. So guys, when I'm talking about freehold versus 99, do you see how there's multiple layers of benefits when you are 99 in a freehold area and your product development is strong, your project is strong. Martin Modern and Csi Residences have this common factor. Their projects look amazing, okay? If you're good, haven't taken a look, go and take a look. Their projects are amazing. And I tell you what, from what we have seen for LIV MB and their dedication and commitment to 80-20 ratio, right, this is the same. LIV MB is the same, okay? So How do other new launches fare in a freehold cluster? Okay, just take a look at this. 4th Avenue, obviously, is in 6th Avenue area. Well Hill, Leonie. Okay, Copa is at Newton area. All these projects sell. They all sold about 89%, 77%, 71%. If you are thinking whether you want to market this project, you want to find out more information. If you're sitting on the fence before you spend your marketing dollars, right? Let me tell you, these products sell, okay? We are all ERA colleagues over here. We want sales, right? Let me tell you, these product sales. These 99 product sales, because a lot of people, they will look at you and say, 99 no good, this, that, but they know the stats, they know the numbers, they know the figures, all right? These products do sell, and these projects over here are all leasehold projects in traditionally freehold clusters, and they are all doing very well. They are all selling as well. Okay, pushing on, rental prices, 99 versus freehold. Okay, look at this. This is Csi Residences Rental. Okay, of course, it's a nice new development. Okay, just like us, new development, beautiful facilities. You see the one bedders going for 3,000. Okay, that's crazy. If you talk about 1,000 square feet unit, it's almost $5,600 a month. Okay, 5,500, 5,600. The one bedders go for 3,300, 3,000 plus. That is super, super good rates. All right. So what about a comparative rental nearby in the next slide? Suites at East Coast. Okay. 398 square feet for 2,000, 696 square feet for 1,008. Again, different development, I understand. Okay. I hear you, but I'm telling you, what I want to say is 99 versus freehold, right? The yields here are good for the 99 because you get to enjoy the expensive facilities and a brand new product. Every tenant goes for the brand new product. This is common knowledge, all right? So that's another push factor for the 99 years product over here. And LIV MB is a brand new 99 with an iconic looking structure with iconic features that are very Instagrammable, and people will see, hear, and know of this development. That is super important for any purchase or any investor. All right.